right, we're going to do a video on drawing your hand for the first sketchbook assignment. You may see me looking out into the classroom because I have live students in front of me, but this should be helpful to anyone who wants to learn how to draw their hand. So in your sketchbook, it asks you to draw your hand and not trace it. So I'm going to come over here and draw a page out of my pretend sketchbook. And I'm going to go ahead, I should probably do it a little larger, right? Okay, that's better. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about holding our hand in a natural, casual way. I would recommend, not putting it flat out straight, but holding it in a natural, casual way. Now, looking at your fingers, usually the question I ask, and just think to yourself, is what shapes you see in your hand? Typically, the response would be in your fingers, you see rectangles. So for example, if I'm holding up my pointer finger, there are 3 rectangle sections to that finger, all right? And that's going to be important to reduce your fingers to your simplest shapes, and then you're going to go back and refine and round your fingers afterwards. So I am right-handed. I'm going to be drawing with my right hand, so I'm going to be looking at my left hand as I draw it. Or if you're left-handed, it'll be the opposite way. So I'm going to start by coming in here and putting my thumb in. So I'm looking at doing my thumb. I can see 2 sections. I have the first section and the second section of my thumb there. Then my thumb is connected to the palm of my hand, which that third section of my thumb is in that meaty part of my hand there. And then I want to start with my pointer finger. Looking at where your pointer finger starts near your thumb. So looking at my thumb, my pointer finger probably starts up here. And I have one rectangle that's going to go in here. Then the next rectangle is angled a little bit. And then the tip of my finger is curved over more. All right, so it's really important to look at the direction of the way your fingers are pointing as you look at them. All right, so my next finger that I'm going to draw is the middle one, which is curled over from my perspective of looking at it. So looking at my middle finger, I can see a little bit of that first rectangle there, and then it leads into the top of my knuckle with a section coming at me. It's like foreshortened coming at me. And then the tip of my finger is angled down like that. All right, so the next one that I'm doing is I'm looking at the top of my knuckle for my ring finger is right about located here next to my middle finger. The rectangle comes out and the finger appears, the way I'm looking at it, longer than my middle finger. All right, my pinky is hidden a little bit underneath. It's poking out from behind my ring finger, and then the next section goes to the top of the knuckle, and I really can't see that back rectangle piece here. And then it comes down to the meaty part of my hand to my wrist. So here are kind of the basic shapes that you need for your hand. Once you lay out this part, and I know that I did it really fast because I've done it often, this is your first time maybe approaching your hand this way, it might take a little longer. So in class, we're going to be working on this for the rest of today and tomorrow. Now, we want to go back in and refine our hand. So looking at my thumb, I want to go back in and take a look at really the curves and the angles of my thumb. Go back in and erase any part of the rectangle I don't need. Here I have, my cuticle bump that I want to get in there, and I can see a little bit of my fingernail that comes up. All right, and refining that. I want to take a look at the wrinkles that I'm seeing that describe how my thumb bend, and adding those in. And, taking a look at the wrinkles of where it attaches to my hand. And I've got some big creases also that kind of come across to describe the form of my hand there. So as I move along, I want to continue to refine my fingers as I'm looking, you know, at each one. You know, this one I kind of see the bottom of the finger a little bit more, and I see, you know, the nail starts here and comes back. With a pencil, you don't get these thick black marker lines. All right, making sure that, you know, you get those creases in there where you see them, because it's going to really help define the form of your hand. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to message me in Teams and chat, or I'll be coming around and visiting the people who are here in front of me. Thank you for watching.